Okay, welcome back to part 10 of this tutorial where we're going to put the envelope pieces together. First thing we're going to do is recap like we've done, so in case anyone just happened to just found this video and hasn't seen the rest, they can see what we're up to. So the first part we put together was the quad fold, which is going to attach. This will be your attaching piece. And it's going to fold down and out. And so you'll have room for a picture here, 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 and here. It's going to be all covered with pattern paper. It's either going to be it's going to be closed with a swing tab up here, or it's going to be closed with a magnet. So it might be a magnet because a swing tab might be kind of hard, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. So that's the first piece we did. The second piece we worked on was this piece. Where are we at here? Okay, so this is the beginning of the page. You have this page, your two quad folds go here. This is a large quad fold that's going to have triangle pockets in here, and you're going to have pattern paper in here and whatever, right? So that's what we've done so far. But this is what we're working towards. So obviously the quad folds will be here. There'll be two, a quad fold here and a quad fold here. Alright, so we got this one and this one. And then there's our quad folds. And then our envelope piece will attach here. You can see how I did that. You can see that why I had to redo that part in video 6.5 because, you can see there. So this is the first part. I had to rip it off here. I'll just clean that up, and I'm still going to use this piece. So it's going to go just, get that adhesive tape back on there. It's going to go, you won't see any of this stuff, and yours won't be like that, so you won't have to worry about it. It's going to attach just like this. And this is going to open, and it'll be an envelope piece just like that. So this one will attach with a magnet or two. We'll see. But it's going to be all be covered with pattern paper. You have a pocket here and a pocket here. Now, for myself, I'm not going to attach any pattern. I'm not going to attach any of these pockets until I have pattern paper laid down. But we're going to go ahead and you can see how they're constructed. So we're just going to basically just be folding six of these today. And then, yeah. So we're not going to be putting anything together until, yeah. It'll be next week. We'll start putting pages together. So, I was thinking about the binding last night. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay. So, I was thinking about the binding last night, and so I went on YouTube and was looking around at the videos, and I mean, she made sense by doing it this way, instead of having your traditional flaps. So, I don't know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. I will have to put, there'll be adhesive on the book, and there'll be adhesive on here. I am not going to skimp on the adhesive at all. But when I noticed hers actually had a little tiny 1/4 inch flap here. I don't know what that was for, but it went into the groove of the binding. I'm not going to do that. I want mine to fit exactly the way it's supposed to. And at another discovery last night, with this book, it's going to be heavy. These pages are heavy. You got a 1/2 inch gusset. I'm going to fill up that 1/2 inch. So I realized, look what I forgot. That's not white because there's no Tyvek there. I forgot to put Tyvek on this one. So you will get to see me construct this cover after all. So you can see exactly how I put it together. And I'll be doing the Tyvek. I'll be recutting this, and then I will just save this, and I will just reuse it for a book that doesn't require as much weight. That book that's not going to have as much weight on it. So we'll start. So we'll be doing the cover too. So I'm probably going to do the cover Let me think. Probably after the binding video. So it'll probably be, if I get that done Tuesday, well, I have to check my work schedule and see when we can do that. But, so we'll do the binding next week, and we'll do the cover next week, and we should have enough time to start constructing, putting a page together. So that's where we're going with that. So, with this now, because we're not going to use this flap here that we scored, so you don't need to score that. Mine will be, I don't care, it doesn't matter. I might end up just cutting it off and using it. I'll probably just cut this off and then use it for my binding piece right there. So that's probably what I will do, because I think it's an inch. Let me see here. It is, yep, it's 1 inch, so I can score at 1/2 inch, and that'll give me plenty of anchorage for that. So yeah, so we're basically just going to be folding these, and then folding the pockets so they're ready to go when we need them. Okay? All right, let me make sure this is turned down all the way. All right. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So let me go ahead and cut these pieces off. All right, so yeah, you should see a haul video before this one. I was really disappointed with Joann's Labor Day sale. It was horrible, 30% off. That's horrible. I'm sure what they're thinking was, because they had a 15% off your total purchase from Friday to Monday, but the 30% off lasts for a week. So they were thinking, oh, well, you're getting 30 plus 15, you're getting 45% off. But yeah, no, didn't work out that way for me. So with the measurements on this, your page is now, you're going to cut at, this is 11 inches by 10 3/4. 11 inches wide by 10 3/4. So I'm going to cut all these off, and I'll be using them for, and then I will score them. So you need, and you're going to need a piece that's 1 inch. This is for your anchoring it. You'll need a piece that's 1 inch. I'll give you the measurements. Just let me cut these off real quick. All right. And since they're scored already, it's making it super simple. Let me see that. That looks a little bit crooked. Now that is one thing that will bother me, is crooked lines. I don't like crooked lines. Make sure it's straight. Yep. Okay. All right. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I was thinking about it, and I am going to have to redo that other one, because the pockets are already laid down. So, and I'll have to rip them up in order to, yeah, so that will be another prototype situation, apparently. Okay, so here we go. Make sure you use your lip on your trimmer. That way it doesn't move around on you, because that would drive you nuts. Just saying. Okay. And one more. I got one more, and I'll do my other one off camera. Just putting this together here. Let me see. Okay. Let me zoom back out so you can see what the heck I'm doing here. Alright, there we go. And we're just going to trim. Alright. So you should have 6 of these, is what you should have. Let's see. You should have 6 of these that are, what do we say, 11 by 10 3/4, I believe. Yep. 11. See that? 11 by, should be 10 3/4. Yep, 10 3/4. All right, so we got that part done. We're going to do a little bit of scoring here. I'm going to go ahead and score my 1-inch pieces. These 1-inch pieces, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. So it'll be 1/2 inch on each side. See, there we go. I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch. There we go. Oops, trying to slip away. And you'll be trimming these and mitering the edges. So, yeah, get back there. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh. All right, and one more. Okay, so now we've got those. So that's all the scoring we're going to need to do. Everything else you should have scored already. All right, so let's just start folding. All right, so you'll have, like I said, you'll have 6 of these. They're 11 by 10 3/4. And all you're going to do is fold on your first score line, which is at, I believe that one was, it's at 4 1/2. So your first score line should be at 4 1/2. And then put it down real good. And then your next score line should be at 9, which it gives you a 2-inch flap on your envelope. That way it gives you room to decorate it a little bit or whatever you want to do with it. Okay. Score it down really good. And here is, this is the part we're going to be using right here. We've already made these. I've already done a video for these. And it's going to go right here on the 4 1/2 inch piece. So we're not going to, I'm not putting it down right now. So it's going to sit just like this. It's going to go just like that. And then you'll be able to put tags in there or whatever you want. You don't have to put this pocket. You can put a pocket this way and one up here a little higher. You can do whatever you want or just put it here. I'm doing this one and I'm putting one here. So that's how I'm doing it. So yeah, you can do it however you want. But we just have to make sure that we got all our construction here. Alright, so we're going to again fold at the 4 1/2 inch. Alright, and I'm going to fold the 2-inch. This is on the 9-inch score line. Get all these envelope pieces together. Yeah, this is just an ongoing tutorial. This will probably go on for quite a while if we're going to put the pages together and if we end up doing the tags together. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. Do giveaways along the way, and yep. And then this way we will, it'll be done before Halloween. Let's see. And then we're going to fold on the 9-inch score line. Okay. 3. Okay. Alright. Folding on the 4 1/2 inch score line. And then we're going to fold on the 9-inch score line. There we go. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and do these now too. Might as well. We already got it out. Alright, and I know these videos are long. If you don't, I like long videos. Some people don't. So if you don't like it long, you can just fast forward once you watch a couple. If you don't like it, you can just, yeah, just fast forward. Yeah, this is my weekend to work. So I will be in the ICU all weekend. hopefully it goes nice and smoothly. And quickly, preferably. There we go. Alright. There's one more. Okay. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and start trimming the corners here. I like to trim my corners up, usually. You can probably tell from my other videos. Let's see. This piece is, let me give you a measurement for it. I'll still put the measurement in the description box on this too, like I've done on the other ones. This is 10 and 5/8. They're 10 5/8. So let's just see how it's going to line up. Okay, so it's going to fit. Where's it at? This is our piece that we have. It's going to fit. It's going to sit right here, just like this. So yeah, just trim your corners. See, as you can see, I've made a lot of mistakes as we went along, but they're fixable. That's what crafting is. It's just, you just do what you want. You just relax and have a good time while you're doing it. And that's what I try to do too. But sometimes I get a little, oh, this has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. So yeah, so I'm just going to trim these corners. And when you start putting them together, if, yeah, because you can actually, yeah, it won't hurt anything to attach it, because you're going to be covering stuff with paper. There's nothing where you'd have to re-rip something out. I've done that before. Make sure that's, you can see I'm just trimming, just like we've done on all the other stuff. Trimming and chatting. But yeah, yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue for us to do that. So we'll see. Okay. Ouch. That hurt. Pinched myself. Alright, so let's do this. Just like that. Alright, get rid of all our little scrap pieces. Alright. Oh, that did not feel good. Okay, anyway. So, what do we have here? We have, this will fit onto our quad fold. I got to find where I put them. Where did you guys go? Okay, here's one. Here's one right here. So this is going to fit. Let's see, this is the back piece, right? So this, let me look at this. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so when you have this piece open, and you can omit this piece if you don't want it there, if it bothers you. I want it there because I want to add more decoration and stuff like that. So this is just going to sit just like this. So yeah, it's just going to go like this. So when you have this open and laying flat, it's going to look just like that. So you'll have, see your little scrapbook piece, and then you'll have this envelope that opens, excuse me, faux envelope. And then, and even if this is, when you have this, this will be closed like this. And then you can have this and this. I mean, you'll just have plenty of room for all your stuff. So this is going to allow for a lot of space. So let's go ahead and connect this one. And I am, because I've had this on there, I don't think it's as sticky as it should be. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue to mine. So just to be safe because this is an anchoring piece and I want to have a lot of stability for that. So I'm going to do that. Let me get some of this glue out so it doesn't pop on me. See, and with that pin, you don't have any of that, what do you call that? Trying to poke it out and all that stuff. So just do thin line or two wherever you feel like you'll need it. And just don't go into the score line. And just don't put too much so it oozes out. If it oozes out, just get a baby wipe and wipe it off. Which I'm going to do right now before it tries to create a whole thing on me. And I just got these baby wipes at the dollar store. Just wipe both off and then plug this right back in there, just like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and when you're gluing it down, I would go ahead and open it and then just stay out of the score line. There we go. Yep, just stay out of the score line. And so you can have this open, this, just like that. And then you'll have a pocket here and a pocket here. So yeah. There we go. And so when it'll go like this. You can see some wet glue there. Yeah, it's not going to matter because you're going to be putting paper on top of it. So let me just put a little bit into this corner here. Alright. And then we'll make a charm for this video too. I mean, not this video, for this book. So we can have it all a complete tutorial for everything. Alright, so there you can do it this way too if you want. If it lays better, however it lays good for you. I think I will like it this way. And don't forget, you're going to have your bulk right here will match that because you have your quad folds there. Alright, there's one. Okay. Now we're going to lay down. Stupid baby wipe. That's going to have to dry. Alright, so let's get rid of that before we have that again. Alright, let's go ahead and lay down some score tape. Use this 1/4 of an inch. I saw someone that was selling some 3/8. Oh, that's kind of... That doesn't cover it that good. Let me check this 1/2 inch again. Yep, 1/2 inch covers good. So, because sometimes you just don't know how the 1/2 inch, if it's going to be too big or whatever. Alright, do that. It's down real good. Because for this piece, you're going to want a lot of adhesive. You're going to want to make sure you have plenty of adhesive because it's what's going to hold it together. Get back there. Oh. There. So let's go ahead and trim this last one where there's extra adhesive. And we're going to go ahead and put these little anchors on. Speaking of anchors, when I was at Joann's today, I saw this awesome nautical paper. I really love all the nautical paper. And I couldn't believe that all of the paper was that glossy paper. It had foiling on it, but it was all glossy, so there's no way you could distress anything, spray anything, do any of that. So I did not get that. Alright, so when you do this, your 2-inch flap is going to be on the right, and your 4.5-inch flap is going to be on the left. Every time you lay this down. So let's go ahead and take this off. Seriously? Alright. 1, 2, and there's lots of adhesive on here, so we're not going to have to worry about it not sticking by using that 2-inch score tape. So, again, don't get in the score line. You will be sorry if you get in the score line with this. Alright, so let's zoom in a little bit so you can see what we're doing here. Alright, so, sticky. Alright, so stay out of the score line. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm not the best with that. Not at all. Alright, so now you're going to open that, and then you're going to stick this down right there so you'll have your envelope attached then. Move this stuff out of the way. It's really in the way. Alright. Not really, but tuck that down like that while you do it. Alright, so we're going to, I gotta keep that out of the way. Make sure this is in frame. Alright, so I'm gonna be mindful of that score line again. And there we go. There's our faux envelope. So we'll have our quad folds again, small quad folds, large quad folds, and then we got this piece. Just make sure everything is down nice and tight. And then you got this right here. So it's going to look, let me get this. Okay, so when you open it, it's going to open just like this. So you can open that flap, and then this one, you'll have tons of interaction on the right and a bunch on the left. So we will be set up. Alright, so we've got one. Basically, this is like a book by itself, but we're going to have 6 of them. So I think it's going to work out well. Alright, there's one. Alright, let's go ahead and put the other ones together. I'll put one more together and then fast forward, and then, yeah. Okay, we're going to take our trusty score tape paper off. Alright. I'm going to fold this down so it's not in the way. Let me see this other one real quick and make sure. And I'll show you this too, just so you can see. You can see how it fit just right there. So we got, this is 10 5/8 by 1 inch. And I'm just calling that an anchor piece. So we got plenty of score tape here, so we should be good. Like I said before, I can get this thing to hold still. And so we're going to stay out of the score line, and we're going to make sure it's as even as we can get it on the back. Right? There we go. Okay. So let me get Where's those other pieces that we made? And they are. Alright, so we're going to, now, to make sure this don't flip up on you and attach to where you have score tape at. So let's go ahead and get this put down. Alright, another faux envelope. Alright, so where are we at? Yeah, you can do it however you want, but I'll probably do mine like this for each one since it actually doesn't matter. Okay, then we got this one done. Alright, now I will speed up the video just for time's sake so we can get this done. Unless people really like it and they want that, I guess. We'll just have to see how it goes. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to keep trimming. Seriously. Okay, so those are all trimmed and folded and ready to go whenever we are. So that's the end of this tutorial, not like it wasn't long enough. So we got another piece to the book done. So yeah, I'll just probably leave these folded down. That way they don't take up so much room to store, but so that pocket's done. We'll still have another pocket yet to go on the envelope. We'll probably just do that when we're putting it together. It'll be easy enough. So yeah. So there's all of our long pockets. And we are done for tonight. So I hope you all have a great night. And I will see you on Tuesday. Have a good night.